Welcome back, everybody. Well, this topic is pretty heavy. It does go into some sensitive issues and topics that are intense debate around the world, but also, of course, especially in America at this moment. Mississippi has decided to pass a law that would make it difficult, if not impossible, for minors to have any sort of transitioning surgeries or treatments while they are still a minor. Of course, adults can do what they want for now, but as of this article, it's looking like people who are minors are not going to be able to make those transitions, whether they want to or not. This comes on the heels of some cases where there were people, minors, who did transition, later regretting their decision and kind of advocating that the whole process was kind of failed them. And they felt like it was not something that should be done for anyone, and it's not something that they should do. Of course, the opponents to this bill say that people are, they get to decide who they want to be, and if they go through the proper channels, then it should be completely fine for them to transition from one gender to another, or any of the other three genders that are on the list of Native Americans' mind. And they're still fighting it, but as of now, this bill seems to have been passed. Mm-hmm. What are your general thoughts on like gender-affirming care and these detransitioned people?
I mean, gender-affirming care is just there to help people with a lot of it's mental health, actually. Mm-hmm. But it's just there to help people. So I think it's strange a society denies any kind of care for a certain group of people. I don't think that's a proper democracy or a free society.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, I guess they had the freedom to vote for this in a way, or at least vote for the governor who did this. I think this type of care should be available for everyone, whether they go there and decide not to transition or they go there and affirm that they do want to transition. I think it's a great care to have open for people who need it or even just want it. But cutting it off, when you're young, there's a lot of things that happen. And having the ability to have experts help you understand what's happening with you and help you think through it in a safe environment, I think that's something that's worth it. Yeah.
Definitely.
I can imagine like people wanting to ban the treatments for now, but also banning the care, it does seem like it's a little much. Do you think that there's any like consequences for this ban for minors?
Well, I mean, they've done studies and they found that gender-affirming care reduces the suicide rate among transgender teens and children. It's the studies there, the facts are there. If they have access to this, their suicide rate is much lower. In states that don't allow this, suicide rate is very high. So you're saving lives with this, and you're giving people the chance to discover themselves and also for their families to have the chance to accept them. And that's the true, I think, idea of a free society is having that potential. So there's consequences not only with suicide and mental health issues, but I think as a society, we lose the ability to be who we feel we are.
Yeah.
That's a bit concerning, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, now what do you think about like the physical things, like the actual surgeries and stuff? Like there are things that we are banned from doing as minors, driving, drinking, things like that.
Sure.
Should also these things be banned while they are minors?
Well, I think a lot of the gender-affirming care is mental-based, so I think a lot of that is making sure they understand that what this process is, and hopefully coaching them to make the right decision, or coaching them to kind of get them to maybe wait to make the decision. That's all part of this. But of course, as minors, I'm sure they still have to get their parents' permission for a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
But you can do that for many things.
Exactly.
It's not just this.
Well, not in America, I don't think, but in certain European countries, drinking. As long as you have your parents' permission.
There's a few states in the U.S. that you can do it.
I'm guessing Alabama is one of them.
I think Texas is one.
Texas, I'm not surprised.
If your parents buy you the drink and are there, then it's okay, or something like that.
Go ahead and look at that vocabulary. Try to put it into your everyday English, and we will see you in the next one.
Dysphoria.
Dysphoria.
Mastectomy.
Mastectomy.
Anomaly.
Anomaly.
Forefront.
Forefront.
Pertinent.
Pertinent.